Hey everybody. I just wanted to make a video to kind of review what we worked on in class today with the solving equations. If you weren't in class, this will help you get the ALEKS assignment done. Still going to want paper, but I'm going to show you how you can kind of have like the Desmos calculator can be like your own notebook paper so that you're not having to write so much all the time. I know a lot of times kids get bogged down and they don't want to do the math problem because it's too much writing. You're going to do the same amount, but at least with the computer, you kind of can keep it all tracked in line. I'll show you what you're going to do. So when you begin this process, you're going to solve equations that have fractions in them for the most part. Don't be intimidated. It's really not hard. It's still adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. Okay? That's it. All you're doing. What I would do first, though, is I would write the equation down on paper because when you go to use the calculator, it doesn't enter as well. So see how right there I clicked in there and it went away. So I'm going to write down negative 2 divided by 5y minus 4 equals 7 divided by 3y minus 5 divided by 3. Why are you saying divided by and not reading them like a normal fraction? You'll see as I develop that down the line, but the more you just start thinking of fractions as division problems, it makes it easier to do. So I've got that written down. Now I'm going to enter it into the Desmos calculator. It's not going to solve the equation for you. That's not going to happen. But what it will do is allow you to track your work and keep everything together so you can see what you're doing. Most people that were in class found this very helpful. Some of you may just need a review. So I'm going to type everything just like it was written. Negative 2 divided by 5. This is the key. Little right arrow, you got to hit that. Otherwise, your variable will end up in the wrong spot and you don't want it down there. What you want it is right there. So make sure you right arrow after you use the fractions. So negative 2 divided by 5y minus 4 equals 7 divided by 3y minus 5 divided by 3. And there I have my equation and I'm ready to go. You're going to solve it just like you did integers. You're going to figure out which term has the larger coefficient and leave that term on that side. So what I have to do is figure out which is the bigger coefficient, negative 2 divided by 5 or 7 divided by 3. I would hope that you could look at a negative and a positive number and know which one's bigger. But if you don't know and you really need to see it like as a decimal, because that's the way your brain works to compare, just go down a line and do a couple of quick divisions so you know. So negative 2 divided by 5, that's negative 0.4, and 7 divided by 3 is 2.3 repeating. So clearly 7 divided by 3 is the bigger coefficient. So we're going to leave that one on the right side, and we're going to get rid of the negative 2/5 on the left side. So to do that, just remember you're going to add the opposite. I know that might be confusing, but that's what you're doing. So you're going to take negative 2 divided by 5, y. Okay, I'm going to add the opposite. Well, the opposite of negative 2 divided by 5 is positive 2 divided by 5. So I'm going to add that. And there's that. And there's the y. Nothing happened with negative 4, so it comes right back in line. The equal sign comes along. Then I have 7 divided by 3, y, plus 2 divided by 5, y. Because remember, whatever I do on the one side of the equation, I have to do on the other. And then minus 5 divided by 3 stays the same. Now I'm going to do my simplifying, okay? Remember, when you add the opposite, you're just going to be at 0. So that's going to zero out. You don't need to add that to get 0. You all know that that happens. You're fine there. But you are probably going to need to add 7/3 and 2/5. I know I said that like fraction. It just happened. Don't worry. You don't have to find common denominators and all that other stuff that you normally would do. This calculator is going to take care of it for you. I'm just going to show you how to do it. It's very simple. 7 divided by 3 plus, nope, got to hit the right arrow, plus 2 divided by 5. Now, it gives me this number over here, and again, you never want the decimals. You always want to be dealing with fractions. So as soon as that happens, see this little thing right here? You're just going to click Convert to Fraction. Boom, 41/15. Mr. Stoker, that's an improper fraction. Do I got to change that to a mixed number? No. No, you don't. Mixed numbers are trash. Mixed numbers are lame. Improper fractions are on fleek. If that's what the cool kids still say. I don't know. I'm old. I'm not cool. So anyway, as I'm simplifying now, here's what I know. This term negative 2 divided by 5y plus 2 divided by 5y is 0. Nothing happened with negative 4, so it comes down. The equal sign comes with me. And now I'm going to enter this. 7/3 y plus 2/5 y is 41 over 15y, or 41 divided by 15. So 41 divided by 15 y minus 5 divided by 3. Okay? We've just simplified. You would do that on pencil and paper if I was showing you that. Next step is going to be, now we have to get rid of this negative 5 divided by 3. How do we do that? Well, we do that by adding. So now I'm going to have, and remember, when I add, I got to add to both sides. So I got negative 4 plus 5 divided by 3. Then that is equals 41 divided by 15 y minus 5 divided by 3 plus 5 divided by 3. Whoops. Gotta hit that button, man. Plus 5 divided by 3. There we go. So now again, we simplify. You're adding the opposite. That's going to be 0. So the only thing you're worried about adding now is negative 4 divided by 5/3. Okay? So you got to add the two terms that aren't the same number. Where you just have the opposites, that'll always be 0. So again, go down. Don't worry about it. Use the calculator. It'll do the heavy lifting for you. Negative 4 plus 5 divided by 3. And my answer is negative 2.3 repeating. Well, I don't want that. I need it to be a fraction. So I'm going to convert, and that's now negative 7 divided by 3. So here I've simplified. Now I have negative 7 divided by 3 equals 41 divided by 15y. And now for the last step, and that's where you got to make sure you're paying attention. This is where you are going to multiply. I don't know why that negative sign's there. You're going to multiply by the reciprocal. You're going to take this coefficient, 41 divided by 15, and you're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal. You're going to flip the fraction. So what you're doing now is you're going to say that negative 7 divided by 3 times 15 divided by 41 is equal to 15 divided by 41 times 41, whoop, I didn't hit my right arrow, 41 divided by 15. I don't know why that happened. Times 41 divided by 15. There we go. And then that is the y. And then I have, that's it right there. Okay. Now, I'll show you this just so you realize it. If I do 15 divided by 41 times 41 divided by 15, I get the number 1. Okay, so that means now I have 1 y left on this side. So what I need to do here is this. This is the main part. So now I just need to do negative 7 divided by 3 times 15 divided by 41, and that will equal y. And to find out what that value is, right there, I'm just going to enter that, and I get this little number, and I'm just going to click convert to a fraction, and that is negative 35 over 41. So this is another place where I'm going to do that. I'm going to write down y equals negative 35 over 41. Okay? And then from there, I'll come back to Alex. First thing I'm going to do is enter my negative sign. Then I'm going to choose my fraction. And I'm going to put 35 in the numerator, 41 in the denominator, and check my answer. And there it is. So, again, remember that the Desmos calculator isn't going to necessarily solve the problem for you, but it will make your life way easier, and it's just like your notebook. If I was requiring you to do this paper and pencil and take a picture and submit it with your work, you would be doing all of this. I'd have you writing out all of these steps. But instead now, if you learn to do it this way, A, you can use it on state testing, and B, it's a way for you to track your progress all the way down to the end to get your final answer. Just remember this converts it to a fraction, and right arrow key. You saw me mess up a couple times, okay? I'm going to post, this will be up for you. The assignment here is due by Sunday, the 17th, okay? So there's that. If you need anything else, you always know how to get a hold of me. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you later.